video. Sorry, I don't get a lot of time to cut videos like I'd like to be able to, but I have a chance today to finally get around to doing a quick pickups video for the month of September. So we have I think 4 different anime titles to look at, and then 1 figure pickup as well. So we'll get to the fun here in just a little bit. And we'll go ahead and kick things off with a couple pre-owned pickups. First off, that I happen to get at the local half-price books. Starting off here, this is Yozakura, I believe it is pronounced, Yozakura Quartet. This one is about 4 teenagers that each one of them has their own unique ability, and they run an office called Hizumi Life Counseling Office. And they kind of have the job to protect the townspeople of Sakurishin, I believe it is. It's a town with a mix of humans and yokai. And the town is protected by a barrier known as the 7 Pillars. These 7 Pillars exist both in the human and the yokai world, and is the only thing that keeps both worlds connected to each other. However, it is recent bizarre incidents have occurred in the town and someone has threatened its safety, so it's up to the 4 of them to protect the town they love. Now, this is one that quite a few years ago, actually, I started to watch when I had DirecTV on Anime Network On Demand, and something happened, and quite often you'd be watching something on there and they would forget to upload an episode and it would never get put up there, and then it's like, well, you don't really want to skip to the next episode. You kind of hope that they might put it up later, or if it gets another run, you might be able to watch it. But so unfortunately, this is one that I started to watch a couple episodes and kind of dipped out of it because of that. So since I had a chance to pick this up, I'm going to go ahead and give it another try and try to get through it this time. I believe there are also some OVAs that Sentai Filmworks has not gotten to yet for this that are not on this disc. So I don't know if they will eventually decide to do some kind of standalone OVA release such as High School of the Dead got, but we'll see about that. And the other pre-owned pickup from Half Price Books, here we have on DVD. This is Heaven's Memo Pad. It's the only neat thing to do. This one here, the story centering around Fumishima, the main protagonist. He's a high school student, not very involved in his school whatsoever, to the point where he does not know most of his classmates' names. But in a chain of events, he is pulled into participating in his school's gardening committee, whose members consist of himself and Shinozaki, I believe, his classmate. He also gets dragged in as a member of NEAT, an amateur detective agency filled with unemployed slack-offs who take on and solve cases of their own whims. The agency led by Alice, a small, childish, antisocial, extreme shut-in. This is to the point where she never leaves her room filled with computer monitors and stuffed animals. She has proven herself a resourceful hacker and an astounding detective, which she normally uses to a decent extent in all the cases. Throughout the course of the story, Narumi, accompanied by the other members of NEAT, solve crimes and murders using limited resources and Alice's genius intellect. Now, this is one I haven't actually gotten around to watching or even getting a chance to watch or get a sneak peek, but a few of my friends have recommended this one, so you know, it was cheap, so I decided to pick it up, and hopefully we'll find some time before too long to watch a few episodes and see how I like it. So that's it for the pre-owned. Now let's get into a couple of the newer releases from Right Stuff. Alright, so most of you should know about Hayate the Combat Butler. Hayate being an unlucky 16-year-old who has worked since childhood to make ends meet due to his parents' irresponsible behavior and the massive gambling debt that they ran up with the Yakuza. So I did finally get my Blu-ray for Season 2, a release with 25 episodes, 3 discs. So I do have all 4 currently available Blu-rays now. So we have Season 1, Season 2, 3 and 4. The only one I'm waiting on right now for Sentai Filmworks to release then would be the motion picture. I believe it's called Heaven is a Place on Earth. So it is nice to finally have all of these together in one collection like this. Of course, Bandai originally had the releases to begin with and did release them subtitle only. The first season, 52 episodes, I believe, came out on 8 discs. So a little bit more of a bargain to go ahead and buy them this way in the Blu-ray collection as well. So nice to have them all upscaled. And again, though, they are subtitle only, if that's a deal breaker for some of you, just to let you know. But one more anime pickup to get to here in just a bit. And of course, with this one, no need to really go into any kind of backstory unless you have lived like under a rug for the last couple of years. Everybody should, of course, know about Sword Art Online, and this is actually second season release, the part 2. This would be the second half of the Phantom Bullet arc. Sword Art Online part 2. This the limited edition Blu-ray release. So happy to have this one. I have not had a chance to take this out of the shrink wrap or watch it yet, and I may end up hopefully down the road doing a quick little unboxing video on this one as well, as also one other item that will be coming up after this that we'll look at quick. But you know, not much else to say about this one here. Pretty much the same style release as far as the art box and everything as the first one. Looked like it's kind of strange that they once again the Hecate or Hecate, I believe the English pronunciation in the anime was Hecate, although I didn't really, I don't know, it just doesn't sound right, but what do I know? Anyway, that's it for the anime releases. I want to keep this video kind of quick. I have to keep it under 15 minutes total for another month yet. But let's get to the last item, which is an extremely massive box sitting next to me on the couch right now. Back in a bit. So yes, here we have once again one of those major massive boxes from Ami Ami. One item in here, and it's not the one I bet you're going to expect when I open it. Some of you know about one of the gigantic figures that I've had on pre-order now for months and months that has been pushed back yet again. But you see that the poor little Squishbox Decabox is completely dwarfed by this one. So we're going to go ahead and get the item out of here and back in just a second. Okay, this one might be just a little bit trickier than I thought it was going to be, because box inside of a box. Okay, well, I can deal with that. Multiple boxes? Hey, whatever. Jengification, we'll go for it. Now, isn't that a sight for sore eyes? You open this sucker up and you are immediately presented with giant Pochiko. So yeah, I don't even know where to begin with this one due to the gigantic size. And just to even begin to give you an idea of scale on this box, here is the 1:4 scale Sena that comes in at 15 inches. And we're going 1:3 scale on the Pochiko behind it. And boy, if that doesn't kind of boggle the mind, wait till the Kirino one comes out, which is a 1:2.5 scale. I don't know where I'm going to find room for figures this huge, but this box is humongous. And we'll kind of just turn this so you can see all 4 sides of the box right now. Here is the back side with the information about it. Oh my gosh. And yeah, so here's another look at this side. So this is going to be quite the one to unbox here later on. All right, thanks guys for tuning in to another video here on the channel. And like I said, I'm sorry it's been taking me a while to put content out here, but unfortunately, as far as my work goes, that obviously has to come first to pay for stuff like this. And shipping alone on this one was a bitch, because this was over $100 just for shipping. So anyway, we will see you guys again later on, and thanks for watching.